I think we're done, boys. What up, guys? Just got here. I hear some noises in the shop. We're already working.
I was looking for you.
What's going on? How's it going, Lance?
Carlo.
Nice to meet you. Good to see you.
You too.
Good morning.
Morning, dude.
Early start, huh?
We were already at the Cactus Cafe and we each whacked down a pot of coffee already.
We have our engine build.
We got a 508 camp chest kit, so just like what we did in your Road Glide.
Okay.
So the thing should be a ripper.
Rad. The Road Glide is a much heavier bike, and I can spin the tire first, second, third, fourth, like without holding the front brake. This thing's gonna be insane. Whether we put the 130 rear tire or the 150 rear tire, like
Light it up for
yeah.
sure.
You mind if I get my hands dirty?
No, go for it.
All right, let's do it. Got all the gaskets,
Well, I really wanted to
solid
grab one
push
of those.
rods, cam, oiling system. Since we laid the fender out at a different angle, we drilled this hole to go to our struts. We did, and then these are showing.
Is it for the shocks?
One's for the shock, one was for the other area. So the fender wasn't this angle. It originally went like, and we cut this straight angle in it and we did this.
Where is this fender from?
It's an FXR fender. We basically have to be ready by the end of September. So like 3.5, 4 weeks?
4 weeks?
Yeah, 39mm forks here with the soft tail. We got a custom set of wheels being machined up, 2118, doing that open primary.
They said they had new stuff.
Very
This is rad here.
3D printers. But we'll get it,
But originally that peg would be like much more over here and it would be hanging off of the frame. We're able to delete that big horn, kind of tuck it up in there a little bit. Frame is at chrome too. We've always wanted to do it, but every time we're like in a rush or
Chrome,
What's up? You
dude.
picked it up? What do you mean?
it's in the van.
Rotating the engine so that we can take apart the rear cylinder.
Yeah, let me pull out this front spark plug real quick, and then you'll rotate the engine over so that the timing dots are aligned.
Exhaust are you gonna run on those?
Our AR system header.
Luke's got some options for intakes too.
No, but he was telling me about them. Did you see him at all?
I saw a little bit.
We might try and move on you, but jiggle these guys and we're in the pocket.
See, once you can jiggle the jugs, dude, you're in the pocket.
Yeah.
It's tight, bro. Use.
Are we reusing this?
No. We're gonna go.
You got it, man. Yeah.
I crack the bottom one before I take this one all the way out. So you still need to have this on the cam, even if it's not, there's no keyway.
Been playing with
not
going
like-
the other way, going to these windows supposedly.
Tell it something, because it's
Yeah.
not keywayed.
I know.
Just tell it it's spinning. Oh, no. Pull those off enough.
To what the part actually comes out.
There you go.
Hold stock. Next up the cam. Cam, plate, oiling pump, push rods, all of it is out. And now we are going to test the crank runout. Remember, this engine has about 250 miles on it, but Cole and I did burnouts within the first 2 miles. So it didn't have the easiest break-in.
Did you make all those?
We finally put our Wazer to use.
It's just it flexing from the move in, so it's really about 3-4 thousandths. Run out at 4 thousandths.
So that's measuring like the initial flex and then play in the bearing.
If we were building race engines right now, we'd be swapping out crankshaft bearings.
Well, we don't have that much time, or do we?
We're running it.
All right, we're running it.
Run the thing and you're gonna wanna do a big bore kit to this thing soon anyways. We think it's really important to get your first 100, 200 miles on these things and really get the temperature up on them, because what's used to press the crankshafts together, if you don't get that burned out of there, it's more able to allow the crankshaft to move. And if these guys were out beating on this thing while it was brand new, it's likely that it, you know, moved some right out of the gate.
Was started in the showroom, moved 20 feet, and then did a rev limiter burnout for 20 seconds. It was not.
Do you have
I'm never gonna be able to finish all this shit. I told him I'm not touching that thing till next year.
Was that satisfying, pulling that off?
Oh yeah. It was satisfying getting past those 5 bolts that were holding it in that were seized in there, it felt like.
You can see all the factory Loctite that came out.
Yeah. We have the engine cleaned. Threads are cleaned out. It's oiled up. It's ready to go. You have the oiling system and the cam oiled up, ready to go. But it is lunchtime.
Sounds like we're gonna go get some tacos, right?
Yep, let's go see what Juan wants to do. All right, Jack, you lived, dude, you're back.
I survived.
This dude wrestled a baby bull, and it was his first time riding 1,000 miles in a weekend.
We're still healing up. We got some cuts, some bruises.
I was just thinking L-Tap, dude. One of my homies posted a photo with cheese on the tacos. I was just like, damn, yesterday. The one that's like right here. They didn't bring bikes, but you guys are more than welcome to ride any bike in here. The gold one, right, like the yellow gold one, it's sick. It's a 4-speed with a clutch, but it's opposite shifting. So you have to like remember that, because I've definitely been going like in 3rd gear and like you're like 30 miles an hour and you go to click and you're like, hey, you know, like, yeah.
Can I rip this sport glide?
Yeah, ride the sport glide. Go to the front. Hey. Get on the 70. It's out there. That one's the regular modern shifting with no clutch. It doesn't idle the best right now, but start it and get it out of the way. There you go, dude.
Oh, yeah, dude. It's got a little bit of beans.
That thing is dusty. That's why we gotta pull them out every so often and use them. All right, so Evan just rode the Sport Glide, which we kind of made into a Lowrider S, and Luke rode the actual Lowrider ST. The neck angle on this one should be 28 degrees, and the neck angle on this one should be 30 degrees.
First thing I noticed as soon as I got on that bike is just the ergonomics are just dialed in. The whole rider triangle, foot peg to seat to handlebars is just superb. It's almost like riding like a old school Dyna. Just you feel like you're riding the motorcycle, where on a normal soft tail I almost get like this hip rotation feeling.
Yep.
And a lot of discomfort, but that's just on the money.
I think it has to do with the neck angle, as well as we have our inch closer mid controls, so that brings your feet back an inch, and then the angle of this with the bars and risers and the seat, that is a super comfy cockpit. And Luke rode this. You guys are going to switch on the way back.
All right, what's the program here? What are we doing?
I'm gonna get 3 pastor tacos with cheese on top.
I can do number 8 with Pastor.
4 tacos, 2 pastor, 2 asada, everything on it. And can you add cheese on top? And can we get like some nachos, or even just like chips with like beans and cheese on top? Got 4 tacos, 2 asada, 2 pastor, all with cheese.
Did you get cheese on top?
Then I'll get out of your hair.
Three al pastor. Who got a 3?
Pastor with the cheese.
What'd you get?
How would you order them? Middle.
Thank you.
In the middle.
Champion and cheese nachos. That's 2 small plates.
What do we got, dude?
We've got cheese on the El Pastor tacos.
You done that before?
No.
Okay, let's just dig in. We're sharing these. Hence as an extra taco.
Yep.
Yeah, and I hit the spot.
Bike swap, or we're just commenting how nice and clean that the bikes are.
Yeah, right, dude.
Appreciate that.
Look at that.
Hey, we ride these things.
Yeah.
That's dirt from riding. That one's dust from sitting.
All right, now keep in mind, the biggest difference on these things is just the neck angle, right? Because this does have further back mids, 1 inch back, and they do have the same seats. I mean, besides this one's tuck and roll, and that one's just the smooth, just the neck angle. Obviously, there's gonna be a little more weight on this bike. You know, the fairing weighs some, the bags weigh some, so it kind of changes the feeling of steering, you know? But
Like the original blue lowrider at our shop.
Yep.
And nobody wants to ride it.
Yeah.
Because it's that uncomfortable.
But this thing feels different,
Yeah,
right?
it feels great.
How much do you notice of the neck angle? Because obviously the cockpit in terms of seat and foot controls further back are the same.
The steering's better on those.
Yeah, that feels way better. It doesn't feel, I don't know, the other one feels like it wants to just kind of fall in
Yeah.
once you start initiating the turn. And then the other thing for me, switching over to this ST over here, like I noticed because I rode this one first, I was almost riding more upright and my hands were real loose on the bars initially, just because of, that's how I was riding this one, like the seating position, the bars come a little closer to you.
Yep. And that one's a hot rod, 128 cammed. Obviously you guys built the engine, but
That thing barks.
yeah, for sure. He pops off the bike, and what did you say?
I said, because this has the new pegs on it, the super grippy studs on it.
Yeah.
I personally prefer the older style pegs.
So Luke's saying with my tennis shoes, I like the P54s with the milled in grip. And then right after he got done saying that, you said,
I said I prefer these are the aggressors, right?
yeah.
Yeah, I prefer these. I like feeling locked into the pegs when I'm going down the road.
Spikes that are actually screwed into the board.
You got, different riders have.
Yeah, and that's why there's not like a right peg for each person. It's like what you like.
And these are tunable, so to speak, right? Like you can take some pegs out to
Yep.
get a little less grip if you wanted.
Exactly.
We have rocker covers. We have them in red and black right now. But what if we chromed them?
The motor's gonna go in the frame as soon as it comes back from chrome. So 2 to 3 weeks until.
Because these are just going to get set on there right now anyways, because we don't have the hardware.
Yeah.
And we get to knock out.
Bring them over, we'll try. We have a bunch of parts we still need to get to chrome. The trees we're gonna send to chrome, the foot controls. So we were about to start assembling the engine, but Luke brought some prototype or pre-production or something.
So this is a new shoehorn style air cleaner. Velocity stack set up on this thing. And then you have a cone style filter. But I don't know if you want this look. This could get chrome too, or so
pretty
that's,
cool.
I don't know, you gotta make that decision, and if you want that chrome, we could send that off at the same time.
They would look pretty sick.
Luke got this Camplane oil pump kind of pre-set up with some assembly lube. So I'm gonna just walk you through getting everything assembled before it goes into the engine. You want to see that oil come up to about the...
We'll try this side.
Yep.
If we did that route, then
We would still want to
Wouldn't
make
be that
one for
cover.
it.
Just like that. And then we'll drop those 4 bolts in. And then use...
over there.
You just want
I was like,
a little off center. There you go. That's what you want. There you go. Now push into the O-ring.
Got it.
There you go. You
Yep.
felt it nice and good. Like
Yep.
little pop in there.
Yep.
All right, so now that we got the cam plate in there, we're gonna
Yep.
run these cam plate mounting bolts in finger tight, just like you did with the oil pump bolts. Pull those out of the stash for us.
Crazy. Okay.
That one. And sequence.
Pattern. Man ain't scared to get his hands dirty.
No.
All right, so I've been welding this, but I've been taking my time. I don't want to put too much heat so it doesn't warp, but I lost a couple of my plugs, these little guys. So I need to cut a new set. We're gonna use the water jet right now and I'll show you guys how to do it. Got the program and the SD card. Just go here. And then hit select cut file.
Yeah, I couldn't get the circuit from here.
There we go. So it won't like fall off.
Is that what you needed? Sir?
Yep.
One of the things that we're doing is the Softail Street Bob came with the brushed chrome. We're going full chrome with this thing. So this is what we're putting on and that is what we took off. We bought the top ones as well. Luke says that he's gonna have some Feuling chrome ones. We'll throw these on for now, but who knows, by the end of the build, we could have the new updated Feuling chrome.
There goes right through the middle right there. There you go.
There you go.
And you just squeeze a bunch of oil down into the push rod. There you go.
All right.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so we're going from the brushed chrome to show polished chrome. But one thing that we forgot is to get fresh hardware. This is the stock hardware that doesn't look too pretty. We will go ahead and set this on here to protect it from shop dust, but I will not be torquing them down. Look at the one that boys are not bad.
I love he's over there grinding while the fucking engine wide open. That's great.
All right, so we're basically done, but the thing is, I'm really bummed because I forgot to order a chrome cam cover, and I'm not gonna put this, so I mean, I could put it on to cover the dust for the day or any more of Juan's metal grinding. We'll throw it on, but I am gonna go and order a chrome one.
That'd be a good idea.
We're not firing it up today. The engine will sit for probably 3 to 4 weeks before it gets fired up.
130 is kind of what I'm seeing.
125?
To 130, putting on.
Okay, remember, I'm just throwing this on here to cover it. We'll cover that hole up. I think we're done, boys. That's actually one of the first ones that I've done outside of a frame. Kind of a bummer we don't get to fire her up though.
Works good.
Clean up. Thank you, boys. Thanks for coming and hanging out. We're gonna try to ship that fender out. The tank has already been sent up to Airtrix. The side covers, frame has been sent out. The swing arm has been sent out. We had a little bit of some body work we had to do on this thing. How's it coming, Juan?
Pretty stoked on how it came out. 8 holes? No, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it was 8 holes that we plugged in. And obviously you have to be very careful with formed sheet metal because there's already a lot of stress in here from the forming process. So whenever you heat it up, if you heat it up too much, it wants to go back to its original position. It'll take a long time just keeping the heat very low and keeping the fender in its original shape. Happy how it came out, and let's ship it out.
It looks really good. Looks really good. Let's see the other side. That looks great, dude. I was pretty stoked too to see you use the water jet.
Yeah, I mean, we used a 3D scanner to scan the holes.
Yep.
Then we drew it. I showed him upstairs the program to water jet it.
Yep.
Got it in here, cut it out, and then welded it all in. And
Final thing that Luke just reminded me that we forgot to look at is their all new air filter. You guys are gonna mount it up right now?
Yeah, we're gonna mock it up so you can take a look at it on the engine.
Cool. There's your project out the door. All right, so wait, what were you thinking? I still can't see it. I'm blocking it with Juan, dude. I'm purposely blocking it. All right, so it's already mounted up and it does look pretty sick. What are you thinking now?
Well, because we don't know this was made off of the dressers, and so what we'd like to figure out is the angle of the dangle. See how it looks like it's kind of upswept a little bit right now?
Yeah.
I don't know how it's gonna fit in the frame, and you have this stock softtail here. We'd like to mount it up just so that we can look at the angle of it, just if we need to change the clocking for the softtail versus the dresser.
This thing's been sitting there. We took the muffler off or something, and it's brand. It's a 2025.
Got the controls.
87 miles. We bought this thing, and we were like, all right, let's build this thing up, and this will be the third softtail in the group. We'll have the red, white, and blue one. We'll have the one you guys helped us work on, and then we'll build a third one for me, Juan, and Cole. But then we got asked by Harley to do this build, and then this thing just got shelved. 87 miles. Should we keep it, or do one of you guys need it? I don't know. We'll worry about that later. This is a good looking bike though. The black wheels, the gray paint, and the red accents. I mean, I really do.
Yeah.
It's brand new, but I'm not gonna let you limit her. The thing is not even warmed up right now.
If you're okay to do burnouts and 8,000 crankshaft run out, you're okay?
I was just thinking that we had to prove to Cruzy that we could do big bang Marantz on.
Marantz is fired
Coors
up.
Lights out, dude. Marantz is on.
Bro,
It's kicked up a little.
Measured the frame, found level with the frame, and then compared the angle on the air cleaner itself. And we need to rotate the assembly about 5 degrees downward for the softtail.
Yep.
For your application, we'll just add in an additional bolt hole. We'll probably do that for the production ones as well, so everything looks how it should on the motorcycle.
Gotcha. What do you think, Juan? You think run this guy, or you think this chrome air filter?
I think they both look pretty sick. We almost need to like see both on the bike.
Once it's all together and like that be kind of like the final jewel that you. I like the clearance. It looks pretty nice. You know what else would look crazy about it too? Is our tank's like 2 inches skinnier.
Yeah.
Like you should like, and that's one thing that we haven't seen. Like we've seen that tank on the frame, but we haven't seen it on top of the engine.
Yeah.
How much you're gonna see a lot more of the rocker box covers, and you're gonna see a lot more of this.
I mean, kind of like on the Carbon ST because we have that narrow tank. Is it narrower than that?
It's narrower than that. Hey, that was the tank on it. We made it skinnier than that.
Yeah. I mean, that's one of the first things I noticed from swapping bikes is like how much of the covers you see, like on the engine.
That's gonna come in. I mean, there is something like that is different and sexy about this kind of choppery. And I've heard a lot of people say on there like, oh, chopper is a spoke wheel, chopper is this. Like to me, we're not going like necessarily true 60s chopper, right? It's kind of just like a chopped up 90s chopper.
Yeah, I mean, like what you said earlier, it's like a modern version of a chopper.
Yeah.
like what a chopper is in right now, today's time. So it's gonna have a badass M8 motor that's gonna make a lot more power than the choppers did in the 60s.
It's gonna have dual disc front end, it's gonna have a disc rear brake, and it's gonna have good suspension. This bike should technically, especially because we put it at 26-degree rake, like it should be a canyon ripper, and it should start and stop just as well. There's elements of chopper, and there's elements that are chopped up, but it's also gonna be pretty sick modern bike. I don't know, I think I kind of dig it. I like that it's different. We're trying to do things that we haven't done on our current bikes. So I do like that element of it. Yeah, I guess we'll have to play with what we do with the exhaust. Because are we gonna put one of the systems off our shelf, or are we gonna cut up one of the systems off our shelf?
I think hopefully we have time. I would like to modify one, even if it's just a little bit, to make it a little bit different.
Well, one of the nice things is that we have this bike here, the same way we did this. We could use this frame and this engine, and we could put the pipe we're gonna use on this and get a rough idea. Now we won't be able to see the stance, but like still we'll have a jig basically.
Yeah.
So I think that should be one of the next projects that we try to tap into later this week or early next week or something. And another thing, like I saw a lot of people say, you should do a different swing arm, a skinnier swing arm, but we're just crunched for time. Like we had to send our swing arm out to Chrome. For 4 weeks out, it would be pretty tough to, Juan has actually engineered a swing arm before for a Softail, and it's come to production. I think I've told you guys that before. Juan can show you some of his old history on that. I don't know, I mean, obviously I almost think, do we chrome the pipe? Do we do polished stainless? Well, definitely polished or chrome, but I don't know, like if you sweep it up too much, like.
All right, so this is like the scan of the stock one, and then that's kind of what we got. So you may or may not recognize that, but I saved this in 2020, but we were working on this before the Softail came out. We had a prototype bike. It's a lot of work. I mean, this probably took like 2 months.
Yeah. I did get a text from Chris Woods over at Airtrix. The tins have already been like blocked, primed, and like ready to go. So he stoked the fenders sent out. He'll get it tomorrow. He said by the end of this week, everything will be primed and like ready for paint.
Did you give him any direction on paint?
I told him what we were doing with the frame. I told him what we were doing like with the overall bike build. I didn't give him like a total direction.
Well, I don't know if we talked about it to them, but the person that's helping us with the frame coating, did they know what color it's gonna be?
I don't know if it's slipped. I don't know if it's made it in. I'm not sure.
We had a pretty good conversation, so I'm excited for that too.
Things are gonna come together. Yeah. All right, we got shirts we're shooting. Courtney came out. Let's see the new shirt. Go. Lucky you. I like to ride too. So we're gonna go shoot that. But guys, thank you so much for hanging out for the day. We got to get this engine built. It should have a little bit more chop when it's in the chopper. Thank you to the Feuling guys for hanging out and walking us through. Harry, you as well over there. Juan got that fender all dialed in. That was a pretty good project to get done, and things are underway. A couple weeks out, but a lot of it's out of our hands.
We still got a lot to do. But yeah, the like big things are.
Courtney and I are gonna go shoot this, and we'll see you guys on the next one.
See you later.